Hey guys, so today honestly I want to talk about something that's dear to me, something that needs to be talked about: mental health. So let's get into this video. Let's discuss mental health and check on you. How are you doing? You know, we come here and sometimes forget that there's so many things going on, and just to check on one another. So let's get into this conversation and let's go. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tima, Fatima, also known as Tima. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you. So, and I know people always say this at the end, but I'm gonna say it now: don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, please. Especially this video today, because this is something that needs to be talked about. This is an issue that don't get a lot of light. Maybe now it's a little bit better the way things are going, you know, with social media. So I'm gonna be looking at my note, which is on my phone. So if you see me looking like this, that's what I'm doing. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just looking at my note because I don't want to talk about, I didn't want to come here to talk about this topic and be all over the place. So, and I'm trying to make this video short and straight to the point. So just bear with me. So like I said, we're discussing mental health. First of all, what is mental health? Mental health is a condition and often referred to as mental illness or disorder, and it's a wide range of conditions that affect a person's thinking, emotions, behavior, and overall well-being. So that's what it is. So mental health can affect every aspect of our lives, and I feel like there's this stigma that comes with mental health in today's society, and I've seen improvements. You know, people are talking more about it, but not enough. So I just wanted to come here and discuss one or two things and share my personal experience with mental health and ways to cope with it by all means. Some of the conditions with mental health: anxiety, and under anxiety you have social anxiety, and then you have OCD, and you also have mood disorder, and under mood disorder you have, what is it, depression, bipolar, and then the list goes on. You have eating disorder, anorexia. I think I'm saying it right. You already know English is not my first language, so bear with me. And then it goes on. And also, and one would think about mental health, to be honest, we only most of the time focus on adults. So I'll get into it later on. Like, we also have to check on the kids, because there's so many things that can go on. And so let me bring it back. Tima, bring it back to the adults. So we already know mental health can affect our emotion, our overall well-being. And then sometimes some people don't talk about it, don't talk about what's going on. Especially sometimes it can be overwhelming for new moms, or not even new moms, or just mom in general, and dads as well. And we need to make it a safe space for them to talk about their feelings. We need to make it safe enough to, like, you can go ahead, talk, you can cry if you need to. So I remember after giving birth to my second child, there will be times when, like, he's crying, I don't know what to do. I'm just like literally just standing there holding him, crying, like just crying, trying to put it together. So, and luckily for me, I have a great support system. Like, my friends, they will call, check on me after I give birth. How are you? And they'll also check on my husband. How are you doing? Because, you know, our emotions can transfer on. And then he was very supportive at times too. Well, all the time. I'm gonna say at times. Very supportive up to now. So, but not a lot of people have that support system, that team around them. So when it comes to mental health, like depression, it's not easy, and we see suicide rate goes up in children, and in adults. You see somebody that have everything. I used to be one of those people when I hear somebody commit suicide and they have everything, I'm like, you have everything, like why? Like why are you doing that? So it's just like until, and I pray, you know, sometimes you say until you're going through something for you to understand what that person, in a way, what they're going through or what they went through. Unfortunately for me, I went through that in 2009. I know I'm getting personal, y'all, so just so you just know, I just want us to just be real with us. In 2009, I had, you know, like a breakdown, and it's just like there was no reason, like I didn't see no reason to live, to be honest. I didn't see no way out. And then I used to talk to the same people like, I don't feel like being in here, and they would just joke, go kill yourself now. You know, sometimes we also have to be sensitive with people that come to us, even in a joking manner, because you don't know, that one sentence could be the thing that pushed them. But it's just like, for me, like, you know, I have my mom, I have my friends, you know, but nothing makes sense in my mind. Nothing. Like, I didn't see no reason to live, to be honest. There was so much going on at that time. Nothing. Like, when I say my mind was just blank, it was just blank. And I thank God I'm still here. So I took, you know, I took some things, and then I ended up in the hospital. I remember my mom said, because when the doctor was asking, is that, were you trying to kill yourself? My mom came in, she was like, and then she talked to me, she's like, don't you dare open your mouth, say this is what he was trying to do, because you're going to be labeled for the rest of your life. You're going to be labeled for the rest of your life. This is going to follow you. Don't you dare. You're going to be, I was like, so when the doctor, I was like, no, it's an accident. I didn't know, X, Y, and Z, you know, deny. And the fact that after I got out of the hospital, my mom didn't talk to me about it. There was no discussion about it. So it's just, and that's another thing too, in the African household, I'm speaking from my, you know, household, okay, or for some other African, like my African friends, like what I've like been told is just that, like, this, how do I say this, this is something that is not talked about. It's not talked about. I'm like, you going through this, well, we got over it, so you get over it. They don't really take it too serious, and then, you know, that all can bring problems. But it's so important to address mental health issues. It's so important to seek help. You know, sometimes you do things, they're like, oh, I do things that make you happy, you know, journal, talk to somebody, and things that just make you change your mindset, change your way of thinking. But sometimes all those things don't work. So it's so important to honestly seek professional help. There's nothing wrong with seeking therapy. There's nothing wrong with seeking that help that you need, because sometimes we've been through a lot, especially growing up. You know, we don't know things that can trigger us. We've been through emotional, physically, all of that. We've been through it, and it's just, we need help. We need someone to talk to, and there's nothing wrong with that. I encourage, like, my son, I mean, when my other boy gets to that age, I will do the same. I encourage him to talk to me. I encourage him, if you want to cry about something, cry. I'm not going to, oh, don't cry, men don't cry. If you need to cry about something, cry about it, talk about it, because we have to welcome all those things. Because you hear on the news, what is an 8-year-old doing committing suicide? Like, it just breaks my heart. You see little kids, 8, younger than 8, committing suicide, thinking about taking their own lives. High school kids, like middle school kids. Like, no, there's some disconnect somewhere. So let's talk to our children. Let's encourage, like, what is the emotional, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word for it. But let's just encourage them to talk about their feelings. Even if they can't talk to us, It's okay to find a therapist. It's okay to have your kids go see a counselor. It's okay. Let them talk to somebody, because we don't want to do the same thing that our parents or grandparents or somebody in our past did to us, like when they're not really allowing us to express our feelings, meaning like to talk about it, our emotions, and to embrace it. So like, let's listen to our children. Let's create that safe haven for them. It's so important. And as an adult, if you're going through issues, you're going through like problems, I mean, first, I'm always going to say this. So if you on my channel, you're always going to hear me talk about God, because God literally like draw me from dark spot for me to stay here today, to be here. So I'm going to be sharing my story, and I'm always going to talk about God. So lean on him, trust on him, and just say, oh, I trust. Yes, you trust God. God use human to help us. So it's okay. Go see that. He give that doctor, that therapist, he gave them the knowledge to help. So it's okay to go see them, because mental health is something that's it's rising. It's rising. So let's make it okay to seek help, seek professional help. Like I said, there's like so many more. I don't even want to, like, there's substance abuse, there's so many other condition when it comes to mental health. And check on that friend. Just because that friend is always up laughing, like she's always, or he's always the cheerful one, like, check, yo, how are you doing? Like, seriously, how are you doing? Just check on people, because you never know what somebody is going through unless they talk. And some people don't even like to talk about it, to be honest. They don't. But you having that welcoming space, that creating that environment, you never know. I always say, like, in my, go on my what is it, my Instagram every morning, I always say, you never know. Smiling at somebody, you don't know what that smile, you just walking by somebody and smiling and say hi and be friendly, you don't know what that could, like, save their lives. So continue to create a safe space for people. And mothers, please check on your children. We have to, like, check on our children, talk to them, because it's so, especially when they go to school. And now this kids in school, I'll tell you, it's another story. Bullying and all that, and like can create, yeah. And then you have the devil, the enemy, whatever he want to call himself. It's like, no one's gonna miss it, speaking that demon, speaking those negativity into your mind, into your kid's life. And next thing you know, that will not be our portion. So I know I don't want this video to be too long. I didn't touch too much on it, but I just wanted to just come here and just, you know, talk about mental health, and just seek help. If you're going through something, talk to somebody, and journal if you need to, write, do things that help you to get out of it. And if you feel like you just can't, and it gets, because it does get like to that point, is very severe, then please reach out for help. Reach out for help, professional help. Don't let society tell you otherwise. Talk to somebody. And I hope you enjoyed this short video about mental health. And if you like to see things about this type of content as well, like to be incorporated into my channel, please also comment and let me know. Thank you.